In the previous video, we have just seen about the plants tissues. Okay. So in this video, we want to see the animal tissues and the types as well as the functions of each of the animal tissues. Basically, animals, they don't stick to one place. They move from one place to another place in search of food and shelter. And most of the animal tissues are living tissues. And also the organs, that is the functions of the organs which is present in the animals, are specialized and localized. So now we'll just see the types of animal tissues. So the animal tissues are classified into four based on their functions. So in that, the first one is epithelial tissue, and second is the connective tissue, third is the muscular tissue, and fourth is the nervous tissue. So the respective images shows how these tissues look alike. So now we'll just study the first tissue, that is epithelial tissue. Basically, this epithelial tissue is nothing but our skin. The skin which is present on the animals. For some animals, the skin is soft, and for some animal, the skin is too rough. So it depends upon the animal, but all the animals have this epithelial tissue, that is in the form of skin. So usually in animals, the skin, what is the purpose of the skin? It just covers as well as it just protects all the internal organs. So here the occurrence, okay, so the occurrence of the epithelial are inner lining of mouth, linings of blood vessels, covering of other organs, and cavities in body. So where all these epithelial tissues are found? They are found in the inner lining of mouth, lining of blood vessels, covering of other organs, and cavities in body. So cells in epithelial tissue are actually tightly packed with no intercellular space. So they are tightly packed, okay, and moreover, they do not give space. Okay, intercellular space is not found in what? In the epithelial tissue. And they are separated from other tissues. They are separated from other tissues by fibrous basement membrane. So what is this fibrous basement membrane means? So every epithelial tissue are separated by the columns, like a layer, okay, a kind of a layer. Okay, so now we'll just see the functions of this epithelial tissue. So as we discussed, epithelial tissue which covers the body, that is which protects the internal organs, and next is it keeps different organs separately. Okay, different organs. So in every animal they have many organs. Okay, so these organs are separated by this epithelial tissue so that the organs functions properly. Okay, and next is the epithelial forms a selectively permeable membrane over body and other organs. So selectively permeable layer. Okay, permeable layer. Actually, the permeability of the cells play an important role in regulating the exchange of material between the body and the external environment. So usually the animals over the skin, okay, so you could see the sweat. So sweat is nothing but which is excreted from the body through skin. Okay, so that is what the thing here. Okay. And this epithelial tissue, it allows certain substance to pass through and stops others. It also allows what? Certain substances. So certain substances like, as we discussed, sweat. So sweat is what? Which is present inside the body and it is secreted through the skin. Okay, and also some of the water. Okay, so water, which is what? Comes from the outer to the inner part. And then in certain cases it secretes and acts as a glands. Okay, it secretes and acts as a glands. Okay, so the functions of the epithelial tissue are: it protects the organs which is covered, it keeps different organs separately, and third, epithelial forms a selectively permeable layer over body and other organs. It allows certain substances to pass through and stops others. And in certain cases, it secretes and acts as glands. So now we'll just see the types of epithelial tissue. So what are the types of epithelial tissue? So first thing is a simple squamous epithelium, and next is the stratified squamous epithelium, and then columnar, cuboidal, as well as glandular epithelium. Okay, so we'll just study one by one and how these tissues work. So first we'll go for simple squamous tissues. So simple squamous tissues as well as stratified squamous tissues. So basically this squamous tissues, okay, so squamous epithelial tissue, they consist of thin and fat disc-like polygonal, and they are irregular shaped. So irregular shape means they don't have any fixed or a certain pattern. They'll be having a different shape. They are occurring different shape. So some may be in a square or some may be in a cuboid, like that. It will not be a fixed shape. They are irregular shaped cells with round and fat nucleus. Okay, round and fat nucleus, and also they form lining of nose, pericardial cavity, blood vessels, etc. They protect the underlying parts. Of body from mechanical injury. It prevents the entry of germs inside the body and it facilitates diffusion of gases. So this squamous epithelium, the main purpose of this is they just form lining of nose, pericardial cavity and blood vessels, and the main purpose of this squamous is to protect the underlying parts of body from mechanical injury. Okay, and also they just protect the organs from germs, that is entry of germs, and also it facilitates diffusion of gases. Next is the cuboidal epithelium. So what is this cuboidal epithelium? So cuboidal, so in the name itself you could guess the shape of this tissue will be a kind of a cube kind of size. It will look like a cube. That is, it consists of cube-like cells of almost equal height and weight. So in the image you could see a cuboidal. It is almost same height and weight, and the shape also is similar to a cube. And this cuboidal tissue are found near kidney tubules, salivary glands, etc. And they act as what? They act as a support. Okay, they act as a supporting tissue and help in secretion. And they help in secretion as well as absorption. Okay, secretion and absorption. Okay, in some cases this epithelial tissue folds inwards to form a multicellular gland, and this is called as glandular epithelium. Glandular epithelium. So we'll be studying it. Okay. So when we just fold, okay, so when the tissues it been folded, they form a what? They form a glandular epithelium. Okay. And the last one is columnar epithelium. So this columnar epithelium, it will be a columns. Okay, so these tissues form like a cylindrical kind of shape, that is a standing, just like how the pipe will be seen, just a standing pipe, vertical. Okay, so the same way this columnar pipe are nothing but a tall cylindrical cells. Okay, the free end of cells, okay, so in the image you could see the free end of the cells consist of figure like projections. Okay, and these tissues are found in inner surface of stomach, intestine, okay, stomach and intestine, and this columnar tissues helps in absorption of what? Absorption of these nutrients and secretion of gastric juices. So secretion of gastric juices, and provides mechanical support to the organs. So what are the functions here? So the columnar tissues help what? Help in the absorption of nutrients, secretion of gastric juices, and provides mechanical support to the organs. So glandular epithelium tissues that form what? Multicellular glands which produce chemical. So in this video we have just studied about this epithelium or epithelial tissue. In the next video we'll be studying about the other tissues. Thank you.